y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be plucking our frontal. And as you can see, I kind of bleached my frontal too long and it kind of got blonde on the side, but it's okay because some of that probably is going to get plucked off. So the products you're going to need is some T-pins. Definitely going to need some of those, and you're going to need some clips so you can put your hair up. And you are going to need a comb, whatever you use to part your hair with. I recommend the comb with the pointed end. And you're gonna need some tweezers, and make sure it has that angle right there. That way it can be plucked the right way. And you're gonna need a spray bottle because you're gonna need some water for this task, and you'll see why. Okay, so what y'all see me doing right now is I am placing my frontal on my canvas head, and you just want to make sure that you have your frontal flat as possible on the mannequin head, because if you don't, it's not going to be plucked wrong. You don't want it to be bundled up, folded up in different places. So I'm just taking my T-pins, and they're gonna hold it down. That way it doesn't move while I'm plucking it. Just a heads up, you guys, this video is gonna be pretty long. So if you really just want to get it step by step on how to pluck your frontal, then you need to watch the entire thing. I guarantee you, everything that I do is worth watching it because it's gonna help you. I don't want to rush it because I want you guys to know how to do it correctly. And right now, I'm just taking some T-pins and I'm placing them in the back of my frontal. That way my frontal can be held down in the front and the back. That way, like literally when I'm doing this task, nothing is gonna be moving. It's gonna be stabled. Alright y'all, so once you have your frontal pinned down, you're gonna part your hair on your first section. So do y'all see those little waves at the front of at the edges? So those are gonna be your sections that you're gonna part from. So what you see me doing is I'm gonna part it and make it as straight as possible. And you see how my hair is moving in the back? I'm gonna take my T-pins and I'm gonna put it in the back right there. I guess I missed that spot, just to make sure that it's flat. You need to have your frontal as flat as possible, and you have to wet it in order to pluck it. That way, each time you pluck it, you're able to see the true results of how your frontal is gonna look. If you have your hair that's dry, you're really not gonna see it. So wetting it is the best way to go, and that is the #1 key. Ooh, Lord, I'm gonna try my best to explain this in the best ways possible. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to take the baby hairs that I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna go ahead and get them out the way. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit more so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing a little bit more closer. So right now I'm starting to pluck my frontal, and I'm going at the roots. So make sure when you pluck, you're going at the roots, and just go slow. You don't want to do it too fast because then it may not turn out the way that you like. And each time that I pluck it, I take my comb and I get all the hair that's being plucked out. That way I can see how it looks after I plucked whatever section or whatever spot that I did. So you kind of have to eyeball it a little bit. And so I'm just moving my baby hairs. That way they won't be in the way or they won't get plucked or anything. So as I'm plucking, you guys can see that the part is starting to come a little natural a little bit. And each time I'm literally taking that hair and moving it out the way. All right, so the next step is we are going to part the hair again. You're going to part it again and make sure that you have it straight. And the reason why we're doing this is because the further back that you part it, the more natural your frontal is going to look. Now, your frontal, not your frontal, but your real scalp, it's not just thin by your edges and then thick right after. No. So you need to part it in sections and pluck each section, as you see, as I'm doing right now. It's kind of self-explanatory when you're actually looking at me doing it. It's better seen than me saying it. And so you're just gonna repeat the same process, y'all. You're gonna take the tweezers and you're gonna pluck it, and you just don't do too much, and just you literally have to be patient. And I feel like if you're not patient when it comes to plucking your frontal, then you honestly just need to go get someone to do it for you, because if you over pluck, then you're gonna have bald spots, and then if you don't pluck, your wig gonna look like a straight up wig. It's not gonna look natural. So the best thing to do is literally to take your time. Don't try to rush it, cause sis, it's not gonna come out right. Okay, you guys, so I decided to show you how to do this better on this section. So once again, you're gonna take your baby hairs and you're gonna move them out the way, just the same as we did as the last section. And then you're just gonna comb it back, make sure it's flat, and I'm gonna wet it again. I literally wet it like every time I do any type of plucking. So right now I'm repeating the same process. I'm just going slow. I'm starting to pluck the hair from the root, not from the ends. I'm literally plucking from the root, you guys, just as you see me doing. Like, I'm not doing nothing extra. And so right now I'm gonna part it again. And I'm literally trying to make sure that my part is as straight as possible. And I'm just gonna start plucking again. And the more that I repeat this process, the more that you're gonna see that it's gonna look natural. Literally, y'all, like, I struggled so much with frontals and I'm still learning myself. So I'm only telling you what I know and what I do. Okay, so right now I'm parting it one more time. You don't have to part it all the way to the back of your frontal, because then your whole frontal finna just be thin. Like, you just need it to look natural towards the edges. So I'm parting it again, and I'm moving my T-pins back a little bit because it wasn't as straight in the back, and I just want to make sure that it's flat as possible. All right, so right here I'm just doing a little bit more plucking. I'm not doing as much, just a small bit. Okay, y'all, so right now I'm gonna push my hair back, and let me tell y'all something. This is going to be the key to getting your frontals to look legit. Okay, so you know how we parted our hair vertical and started plucking it. So now what you're gonna do is you're going to pluck it the opposite way. So you're gonna part it the opposite way, and you're gonna start plucking as well. And this is what's going to have your frontals looking snatched, okay? So I'm doing minor plucking on the opposite direction, and I'm starting from the roots. And the more that I do this, y'all, the more you guys are going to see the frontal look more like it's a natural hairline. So right now, this is how it should look so far. It should look somewhat natural at this point. So for the remaining of the video, y'all, I'm just going to repeat the same process. So you're going to part it in sections, and I'm going to pluck in both directions. So I'm just going to speed up the video a little bit so you guys won't just be sitting here. But when I get to my next step or to the end, I will be back, y'all. Enjoy. Okay, you guys, so when you are done, this is how it should look. This is one section of my hair, and I'm going to do the other side as well. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I plucked the rest of my frontal, and I made my wig as well. And right now what you guys see me doing is I'm applying some Shea Moisture Mousse just to get the curls to be a little bit more defined. You guys, this hair turned out absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, the curls look so good. And so right now I am cutting my frontal. So the way I cut my frontal is I do it zigzag. So I cut in like a zigzag direction. If you cut your frontal just straight, literally just straight all around the perimeter of it, it's not gonna look right. It's gonna look fake, I guarantee you. If you cut your frontal in a zigzag direction, it will look way more natural and realistic. Okay, y'all, that concludes my video. So thank you guys for watching and supporting. And if you enjoyed this video, just make sure you like it and don't forget to subscribe. This is a hair series, so the next video that I post, I will be showing you guys how this wig looks on my head. So I definitely cannot wait to show you guys. It looked absolutely gorgeous. Bye, y'all.